My expensive child, I'm happy with you. Please pause for a few quiet minutes, I want to share something that can make you wonder in a manual and watch over you from a fact. Past your sight, and I communicate nowadays for a clean purpose. Many of your decisions echo the values I set it in motion, and that brings me constant pleasure. Your boom has now not been gone long. Neglected it matters to me you may not continually apprehend that development, but it's far visible within the endurance you display whilst frustration rises and inside the honesty you pick whilst shortcuts appear less difficult. Those ordinary picks signal regular maturity. What follows is greater than praise. I need you to grasp that unseen roads, puzzles, and wonders nevertheless await you, things your eyes have not yet met, and your ears have not yet caught. And your mind has not yet framed, paying attention intently, for I wish to increase your outlook and add deep interior resolve long before your first breath. I set you aside and formed each element of your being with care, not anything approximately your lifestyles are random. Every inhale is granted each heartbeat recounted. I've stood beside you in every moment. Whether you sensed me or not, I laughed with you at some point of the birthday party, and I remained when grief settled upon you. I watched you have fun with small victories that others did not note. And I observed the way you sat quietly with pain that words could not ease. In those hours you did nothing. Treasured changed into occurring, your character grew deeper, pleasure and sorrow alike were teachers. Displaying to you layers of life that cannot be discovered from books on my own via trials that strained your limits. I stayed near even while you felt absolutely by yourself. Now absorb a deeper truth is, you are not merely a part of a crowd, you're visible. In my view, your voice subjects me to the hopes you whisper earlier than sleep, and the concerns you carry at sunrise are clear to me and by no means misplaced. Inside the vastness, you can be surprised how one voice can rally so many, but a single mild changes the form of darkness in a room. Your presence alters the environment in ways you rarely see, but others regularly sense. You deliver me true satisfaction. Embedded abilities in you that no other person incorporates in the same manner. Your spirit is supposed to stand out, pointing others toward steady and suitable and conducting a project equipped uniquely to each rise and dip up to now has carried a price, getting you ready for extra. I am opening gateways no person can near, clearing sudden paths, presenting assets where lack once dominated and imparting readability where confusion. The light you convey can also feel everyday to you, yet it can be regular. Someone's status on fragile ground, occasions that after felt unreachable have become practical, not due to your attempt alone, but due to the fact I assist you. Strength suggests maximum certainty to your fragile moments, and that I deliver all that is needed. I have observed silent tears, unheard prayers and wordless sighs that formed within the quiet. Each quiet act of braveness adds to the shop of strength we construct together, proving that the weak point isn't the giving up of the story I have visible. Every idea you hide, your vulnerability becomes a doorway through which proper connection can stroll. None of that emotion has been wasted, every feeling is understood and understood. I am the only one who observes, knows, and acts even whilst you couldn't hint at my work, which I used to be arranging circumstances for. You're right. Your lifestyle is more complicated than you presently draw close, and shortly you may see its sample. Do not fear the times in advance, I already inhabit them. What feels like loose threads these days, they will quickly screen a layout that explains former confusion. I hold your future securely. And nothing can pull you from my attained. Challenges will floor, but recollect I have already outlasted the sector's issues. You proportion in that staying power. With me the struggles you meet aren't yours alone, I bring them. To keep this in mind whilst worry knocks, my grip does not tire, and your safety does no longer rely on your very own. Hold close, stand steady, and watch how sparkling progress unfolds. I invite you to come back nearer in quiet areas and concentrate on my steering. I am Always speaking steerage, revealing my intentions, I need a deeper connection. With you, I aim to fill you with lasting calm and durable pleasure. I plan to find thoughts kept for this second whilst you seek simply you. Will observe me in new approaches if positive prayers are experienced unanswered or not on time and agree that my timing is genuine. Recollect to create an area for silence. Business can drown a mild route. Putting off does not equal denial, it equals guidance. I'm shaping you and positioning you to acquire the whole lot absolutely. Whilst the hour arrives, you will look back and apprehend why every phase mattered. I also ask you to deliver wish to. Other people will pass your direction who want the care you bring as you proportion. Your actions and phrases will carry those who experience misplaced. By no means underestimate the quiet energy of kindness, particularly while offered without waiting for return actions, boundaries you could by no means see a clean drive rising within you, providing you with capability for broader have an effect on the competencies I entrusted to you. You'll develop more potent whilst you talk. Burdens will lighten when you pray, obstacles will shift when you step ahead. In agreement with alternate will comply with this. It isn't about pressure or ego, however, but about regular cooperation with me. Remain humble, remain willing to analyze and maintain your motives clear. Use that influence to pay attention as well as communicate to function properly. As lead, consider my regard for you by no means wavers. You can't earn extra of it, and past mistakes cannot lessen it. My regard is a regular river, not a seasonal waft that rises and fades. By no means does it dry while you feel drained, and it in no way floods when you worry about being crushed. It definitely moves at a pace suited to your want to. Permit that steady drift to refresh your worn-out moments and to motivate acts of generosity even while you sense you've got little to offer. Certainly my dedication is constant and lasting. Whilst you stumble, I am consistent with you. Whilst you glide, I draw you again. Compassion greets you every morning, and reliability stretches just like the rest of the sky. In that guarantee, my baby, let that compassion reset your outlook each day. Inviting you to begin again without sporting yesterday's weight. Let this actuality be the floor under your existence. I can have helpers beside you to help me guide your steps alongside the route I organized. You are never abandoned, my presence surrounds you. Want air? My spirit lives inside, and protection camps round you. Be courageous knowing I accompany you anywhere. Elevate your eyes while fatigue sets in. Picture those unseen helpers placing markers on the trail so that you can step with self-belief and look beyond the present problem and look at existence through trust and appropriate tendencies and wait in advance for restoration. On its way, breakthrough technique provision will arrive. You have not yet seen the whole measure of my goodness, however, it moves closer to you. Maintain tightly to my promises to live equipped to recognize provision even when it arrives via human beings or situations you as soon as disregarded. Remember the fact that what arrives regularly lasts longer than what appears overnight, so welcome this incremental. Deliver my commitments. Continue to be the company I am happy with. My child, I revel in who you have become. Rejoiced by small advancements, they're indicators that large promises are in movement. You had been designed for profitable tasks prepared long earlier than you feel them hold on foot. In religion, preserve trusting my intentions and preserve urgent forward rewards are nonetheless beforehand, and that I remain with you at each flip. Lean in now, and what I proportion next is precious. Future moments may also puzzle you and stretch your agreement with your perseverance. On normal days lays the groundwork for incredible seasons in an effort to follow. At instances you will watch events spread and be surprised how they match your long-held prayers and dreams. Keep in mind this fact: my attitude rises better than yours, and my route surpasses any map you can draw. A few gifts arrive wrapped in unexpected coverings. If uncertainty begins to cloud your view, remind yourself that surprise often hides possibility. Certain answers can also appear nothing like your request. You might say, is that this? Clearly from you it doesn't suit what I imagined. Accept as true with me even when the direction is hidden in each gift, each commencement, and each turn. I manually guide you through goals for your lasting true even if the putting feels ordinary, you notice most effective a slice, I see. The whole staying power for the duration of these instances turns confusion into understanding and turns hesitation into understanding. You study one web page at a time, yet I preserve the whole e-book. Some blessings will first seem as obstacles. A few solutions will sound like silence or experiences like detours. Do not lose coronary heart. Stay curious about approximately how obvious detours can also redirect you closer to scenes you would in no way have chosen yet will one day. Treasure refuse discouragement. I'm working far past your calculations, aligning activities and meetings that lead you to the location designed for you. On occasion, what you request is good. But what I offer is higher. You could ask for comfort, and I furnish resilience for you. May additionally ask for an instant road, and I steer you via valleys that deepen. I agree you could ask for quick answers, and I teach persistence because a ready, mature individual does now not be surprised while my replies fluctuate out of your needs. Remember the fact that valleys are not useless ends, they're corridors that lead upward. Increase seldom feels gentle while it takes place, but searching. Again, you will call it kindness. All sound gifts waft from me even if you do not apprehend them at first. I'm getting you ready for unseen opportunities. Probabilities will emerge that exceed your expectations. Doorways you in no way observed will swing open quickly. Some will require courage calling you past consolation. Know that I will no longer lead you wherein provision has no longer been arranged. And that I equip you for every step via those doors slowly enough to note the humans around you who might walk with you live. Alert my infant, each new season stretches you. I can develop your attainments, but a broader scope contains responsibility. I will increase you better yet. Peak calls for deeper surrender. The higher you upward thrust, the more you want to depend upon me. Apart from me, your potential is restricted, yet with me a lot is viable. At instances, what I allow might also feel like breaking before building. You may revel in phases in which sure habits or relationships give up. Do not resist this refining. It alerts, booms, and creates space for greater capability. Accept as true that every outward loss makes room for lasting benefit. I do not intend harm. Endings naturally cause beginnings, and letting go of the acquainted prepares your arms to acquire what's next. Refining results in development. You may additionally encounter surprising acceleration. Doors closed for years can open in an unmarried second whilst the pace hastens. Breathe deeply, and keep your values. Regular pace needs to not update. Integrity momentum is present, however, the route continues to be yours to select. Maintain rapid response to what is right, and let your judgment of right and wrong be guided by using reality. Persistence journey with speed. Together they cover distance, each speedily and accurately reaching goals as soon as stalled. Will spring to lifestyles while that takes place. Continue to be grounded in me. Do no longer let achievements draw your attention from the supply. Continue to be humble and grateful, giving credit where it's due. I'm bringing well-timed relationships into your experience, connections that free up new increases. A few will encourage you even as others will challenge and sharpen you in useful ways. Deal with every relationship as a check where both giving and receiving are lessons. Live open to perception from unlikely voices at the same time. Be cautious now, not each opportunity or concept comes from me. Continue to be close in prayer and reflection so that you can distinguish guidance from distraction. I'm able to offer discernment on while to transport or wait, communicate or remain silent, maintain on, or launch. You could face false impression or resistance for choosing obedience. Opposition can emerge as a replicate, showing you motives that may want adjustment or remedy that want strengthening. Discernment sharpens while it's far practiced, so welcome small selections as education for large ones does. No longer allow that resistance to unsettle you. Faithfulness matters greater than applause, and I see that. Without a doubt you are getting into a phase of deeper perception. I can expand your notion of my presence and guide you via gentle nudges in addition to unmistakable confirmations. Stay receptive. Find time for quiet in silence. You'll hear great. There can be days when abundance feels undeserved. Accept it with gratitude. If doubt whispers that abundance will fade, speak lower back the reminiscence of preceding seasons when care arrived simply in time. Recollect benefit flows from my desire now, not your perfection. Walk in it confidently, but by no means take it for granted. Allow every benefit to draw you toward deeper humility and overflowing thanks. Even now I'm arranging meetings and timing, which you cannot yet see. What appears postponed is not refused, it's far maturing. Desire tied to gratitude turns waiting into anticipation instead of frustration. Gratitude turns waiting rooms into classrooms in which persistence teaches knowledge. Foundations are being strengthened to hold the burden of what comes next. When storms arrive, they'll not ruin you. I'm able to use them to build strength and display balance. When wind rises and waves crash, maintain your consciousness on me. Do not forget I quiet storms with a word. After every hurricane, you'll hear the word boom ring on your soul, proof that durability has increased. Storms can clear the air, revealing distant horizons. That calm weather is stored hidden. No matter the noise around you, my peace anchors you. My principal purpose aren't always simply to grow your possessions or fulfill every earthly idea, but to attract you nearer to me. I want you to understand me deeply, believe me completely, and love me virtually. Peace does no longer erase battle, it provides a consistent vicinity to stand. While conflict passes close by, peace grows most powerful. While surroundings are loud, it proves its power through closing everything I allow or provide, or withhold publications to draw you nearer to courting me. I take satisfaction in your effort and religion. Even while you experience weakness, I strengthen and carry you, and I promise that the pleasure in advance will exceed every trial you have faced. Let that promise be consistent with you. While fatigue argues that development is invisible, joy no longer denies hassle rises. No matter if it's acting as evidence of agreement with my plan, isn't always simply topping it. It is wonderful stretching some distance past this second. Now I take advantage of you. I furnish you peace that steadies heart and mind for the duration of any storm. I provide you joy that remains no matter if these advantages are not fragile. They undergo past moods and circumstances and deliver these advantages with an accountable heart, knowing they're intended to be shared as opposed to stored. Allow that joy to thrust upward inside and become your strength. I bless your mind with readability and perception, supplying understanding that flows from my spirit. If questions linger, do not rush them away. Lingering questions frequently invite deeper perception. As soon as light is sufficient, readability will regularly come, a little at a time. Moments of sharp understanding may also surprise you at sudden instances. Whilst decisions come, you will apprehend the right route because I illuminate the way. I bless your efforts so that what you do in alignment with me prospers. I bless your work and your talents in order that they serve others. I bless your connections, may you additionally love. Cohesion and grace mark them as your exertions. Recollect results are measured in numbers. However, humans are fashioned by way of reviews handily. I fully realize and honor their worth. Compassion leads every desire. I remove every hint of department and replace it with harmony. I bless your property, making it a space of peace, pleasure, and safety. Environment in which my presence feels close to you. I bless your fitness in order that your body, mind and inner life stay robust, and renewed relaxation and nutritious rhythm are part of that fitness. Honor your limits. Deal with relaxation as a venture, no longer a luxurious. It prepares you for provider. I bless your sources, you'll no longer lack for a manual. You and I will supply what you need. Live generously with what you've got so the drift remains open continually. I bless your future. Each step you're taking may be directed by me. I precede you, walk beside you, and protect your back. I bless you with braveness to stroll via every open door and with faith to stand when the course is doubtful. I bless you with overflowing love so you constantly understand how deeply valued you are. My favor surrounds you and my guarantees stand. I bless you with resilience so that once trials seem to triumph over. Through my strength, my infant, you are cozy anywhere you cross goodness and mercy. Following you each day, I delight in you walking in these blessings, and remember, I am continually with you whilst hassle tries to take what brings you joy, security, or that means I quietly region a consistent barrier around your lifestyles. It surrounds your own home, guards your heart and keeps your future intact. My electricity no longer needs display or volume. Your constant consider your thankful outlook, your silent alternatives, and the resolve in your eyes invite my movement. Via those I work in methods that echo a ways beyond the present. Empty speech in no way unsettles actual competition. Many claim loyalty while their behavior harms. Words on my own bring no warmth whilst the notion is missing, and requests built on that emptiness flow away unanswered. But you are one of a kind. Your internal space is sincere and open, a place wherein mildness can stay. I have entrusted you to speak and act, and quietly believe that in order that others be aware, forget about each block and every tense concept, each dismissive observation of my stability as your spine. You will climb barriers, dismantle harmful patterns, and disperse the gloom that attempts to settle round you throughout lonely stretches you by no means have to justify. Harm, call my name in a whisper, and I'm able to meet you with calm. I've watched you pour out care and receive little in return. I apprehend betrayal stinging, the feeling of being neglected, the fatigue that follows unreturned effort. I have been beside you through each mile of that avenue, noting every sacrifice, each silent tear, and every small act of courage. None of it escaped my notice. I was gifted the day prior to this and continue to be here now and will stay for every day after today. I have invited you to proportion warm temperature with folks that hurt. Offer a listening ear to 3 such souls and watch quiet comfort settle over them nowadays. Lift your perspective toward a sparkling page, a length marked by using fact that my care does not fail to release antique discouragement and allow expectation to upward push. This simple act opens the way for brand new beginnings. Give me your days and your thoughts, and I will stand beside you through each typhoon. I stay your defense when conflicts flare and your safe vicinity when problems press. In kindness will encircle. Your consistent strength will convey you, and a settled joy will fill the space. Interior, should you slip, I am there to steady you. No challenge is too heavy for us, and no setback erases the stairs already taken. Accept it as true, which deepens whenever you have a look at my presence. When discouragement fogs your view, I breathe a clean attitude into your mind. Does not lie. No accusation or harsh observation can be maintained whilst reality lights the scene. Sharp words fade like shadows at sunrise, and people who push in opposition to you step returned after they see quiet confidence at work. Know-how, provision of electricity, and joy will settle over your existence, seen even to informal observers. Peace will touch your face and wish will supply others direction if events flip out, not like your plans refusing the bitterness that attempts to root itself. Provide me an unmarried moment, and if words fail, sit in silence. I examine the thoughts language cannot form. Find a calm corner near the door, and let guidance soak in. I stand as your guide and friend whilst sorrow weighs. Heavy struggles can be fierce, however, recollect this steady truth: you are not by myself. My presence does no longer waver with changing instances. I care for you. Permit that reality to ring louder than every whisper of defeat when doubt tiptoes in and the following day appears empty. Flip in the direction of me. Close your eyes and relax, and allow calm to settle the inner storms. I quiet the gusts, ease the waves, and make you strong. Ground, stay there till your breathing slows and your thoughts become clear. For stability grows in stillness. I never rush this technique. Wait with you, shaping a confidence that endures. Lean on me and recognize that your journey will now not sink under the waves of moments of impatience or weak points. Do no longer provoke my anger. I view your struggles with. Know how when you think you've got failed, condemnation does not come from me. Instead, I meet you in that region. Remind you of possibilities and the manual you return to the consistent floor. The lapses you fear do now not erase. Your worth keeps transferring, and the permit revels in the train no longer chained. I've already paid the fee for each shadow you deliver and that I live close to. Ready so that you can methodically push aside the mind that drags you into depression. Prevent worrying over what is lacking or what lies in advance. Permit me to fill the hollow areas with long-lasting joy, a joy so regular it resists description. My promise surrounds you. Like clear light protecting each part of you, I renew your energy and equip you to stand once more. You are mine, and through your life, I can be visible, hold your ground, and maintain moving ahead, understanding I am always with you, guiding you toward a future full of wishes. Pause and listen to my voice. I speak now not as a far-off ruler, but as the only one who fashioned you, knows you, and values your past measurement. I'm now not hidden in a few remote skies issuing random verdicts. I am near, constantly gifted and keen to percentage lifestyles with you. My closeness is constant even if emotions fade. Let me ask gently, what drives you to the center whose words convey maximum weight in your thoughts? The world is noisy and crowded with reviews, but I invite you to the floor. Yours, Elfin. What's real? Don't forget the brand new promise sealed by using a selfless sacrifice. This agreement is everlasting, born of love, and unable to be damaged if you have provided me your lifestyles. I've already worked a quiet change within you. Directions are now not distant commands carved on stone, they are now relaxation. Internal, your heart prepared to manually take every step. My companioning spirit lives inside. You are showing what is right and bringing readability. You no longer need to climb the sky or past the sea to find motive. I'm nearer than breath, talking quietly but firmly. This promise of affection stands firm irrespective of temper or circumstance. It isn't always a burden, however, but a dwelling bond drawing us together. It consists of no heavy ledger of obligations, rather, it opens an inheritance past measure. I pride myself in bringing proper out of everyday moments, turning small. Each day moves into something that topics. My purpose is to show kindness in approaches you and others can apprehend, so that ordinary duties shine with surprising importance. When simplicity meets sincerity, wonderful change follows, and people around you, you see wish rising in which they thought nothing would grow. So I ask you to agree with absolutely, lay apart gossip, shifting rumors, and fleeting memories competing. In your attention, hold your cognizance on me. I've requested you to hold, love. Any place you pass. This calling is not reserved for grand levels. It begins at your table, on your road, at some stage in quiet conversations, each greeting, each honest word, each act of fairness spreads light farther than you consider now. Do not underestimate its reach. Share this encouragement with 3 people who struggle and see calm settle over them. Live intentionally in this. Second, modify components of your existence that waft off path. Pour effort into being concerned for family, friends, and the strangers who go your course. Method each obligation with care, understanding it displays your internal existence. Paintings with attentiveness for diligence pleases me. Exchange is already occurring interior to you. You can sense the shift, the developing hunger for what is actual. These diffused changes display my spirit at paintings deep inside you. Refuse the distractions that pull you away from anxiety, contrast, or trivial pursuits. Can't stand in opposition to the Lasting weight of motive, be sturdy and brave, for I am manual. You through written phrases and quiet prompts open those writings with expectation they may be alive and might renew their mind, soothe harm and energize your spirit. Study with persistence, believing that insight will emerge. Don't forget the early followers who waited collectively in an upper room till they were full of courage beyond their very own electricity. The same assists days to be had today. I do no longer alternate, and the items I deliver are nonetheless provided. Those first believers met worry, imprisonment, and loss, but they moved ahead with quiet reality due to the fact they sensed my presence. Nothing outside could remove that. Guarantee your life can mirror that same steady self-belief I want you to wish with sincerity to observe significant change spread and to taste the deep gladness that rises when you experience me near. Informs me, is that what you desire to speak openly, for I am listening and ready to answer with words that lift and receive my promises, their dwelling truths gently positioned within you over time. They will enlarge the reshaping outlook, providing a safe haven throughout the trial and filling your nights with restful goals. Locate your heart, quit your chest, and word every heartbeat. Each rhythm speaks of sustaining electricity and regular care. Whilst you invited me in, I made my domestic inside you. My spirit fills your being, guiding and equipping you for each assignment. I am now not a guest who visits. In brief, I continue to speak to me at sunrise, noon or nighttime. My interest in no way drifts. I apprehend your battles, desires, and hopes. Your choice to be near moves my heart, and your trust brings me joy. In turn, I surround you with desire, adding goodness that mirrors my limitless love. Pay attention carefully. Be sturdy and courageous. Do not permit worry settle nor permit discouragement to dim your light. I'm with you any place you go. Sure, the arena holds trials and moments may additionally shake you, but my spirit lives within, permitting you to upward thrust above limitations. The unseen realm responds to courage, and I've already ready you with awareness and energy. If these words spark something internal in you, welcome that spark, let it glow quietly. You do not want outward shows. To prove it, return to this place of connection each day, and I can meet you. Select a second at sunrise or after nightfall or any pause at some point of the day and listen for the gentle guarantee that I cannot fail you, for my dedication is constant even when circumstances range out of your hopes. Refuse the thorn of bitterness and supply me a fraction of time. While phrases get away, you sit nonetheless. I pay attention to the silence. I am trying to find a quiet vicinity near the door and let my phrases settle over you. Guide, I live beside you, and I provide consolation in each sorrow. The struggles you meet can be difficult, are the moves of lifestyles unrelenting, but one fact stands company: I care for you. Without condition, allow that fact to rest in you until doubt loses its extent. My calm will preserve you regular amid harsh winds. Permit my consistent affection to crowd out each lie of failure, while uncertainty whispers that the future is empty. Leans into me close. Your eyes breathe slowly and allow the storms inside settle in silence. The gales and constantly the waters steering you toward firm land. Stay there till tension eases, and keep in mind I am now not impatient. I continue to be until peace returns. You'll find out that bravery often grows in the quiet aftermath of turmoil. Live close, and permit comfort surround you. Your boat will no longer wreck apart. I am not provoked through your impatience or weakness. I see your battle and reply with compassion. Whilst you sense you have failed, I do now not condemn. I stand prepared to remind you of development already made to inspire the next step and to keep disgrace from taking root. Turn back toward me and let grace redirect your path. I carried your guilt as soon as for all time, and I stay beside you presently, patiently inviting you to come back without fear. Peels away the mind that lures you towards melancholy. Refuse to fixate on what you lack. Permits me to fill empty areas with lasting joy. My promise wraps around you like morning mild, I renew your energy, spark your character, and put you together. Upward push again. You belong to me, and I can be reflected through you. Stand firm, keep urgent in advance, and recognize I am always close to pausing frequently to be aware of my voice. I do. Now I do not shout from afar, I communicate in quiet fact properly beside you, my nearness is steady, and my desire is real connection, let different noises fade till you can understand that gentle presence in that space, you will locate clarity. Clarity grows into direction, and path becomes motion. Stroll it out step by step. Demanding situations together with infection, shortage, or spiteful words cannot overrule the existence. I breathe into you, I preserve a banner of victory above your head. Permit your gaze. Upward push and spot it as evidence of my consistent faithfulness. Lift your eyes and be aware. How self-assurance grows whilst you bear in mind this reality, situations lose power when considered from that higher location. Hold that picture in thoughts whenever doubt tries to settle, and braveness will follow right now, so ask yourself what you are going to do right now. Will you include the total quantity of this promise? Will you look for me every day, trusting the inner guide to lead you into fact, pray with bold expectation, ready to look at quiet wonders spread? I long to see you walk in regular pleasure, to watch generosity bloom in your lifestyles and ripple outward to others. Rest in my love today. Let your thoughts settle and release the stress you carry here. I'm talking phrases that encourage, and accommodations guarantee deep within you they may mature at the right time. You're by no means by yourself, I stay ready to bless the manual and transform you into the man or woman I designed you to end up. Pay attention, my voice through the noise of life reducing through doubt and fear. I see every tear, each wound, each moment you felt unseen, the judgments of others do not now define you. Few have mocked, belittled, or disregarded you, however, their words keep no very last energy. I designed you with aim and crammed you with a brightness beyond there. Hold close, the moment is arriving and, in fact, is already starting when they'll see the coolness growing within you. Forged your issues into my fingers, they have been by no means yours to undergo by myself, my care is firm and unending. Lean on it every day they do. Now not belonging on your shoulders, my affection is unbreakable, consistent, and infinite. Nothing seen or unseen can separate you from it. I maneuver you via dark valleys. Protect you when trials flare and improve you whilst your personal attempt fails. Flames may additionally upward thrust, but they'll now not eat you whilst waters surge, they will no longer wash you away. You stay mine, and I can never release you. I name you again, be robust and brave. Accept as true with my reliability. For I hold every promise. Stroll ahead wrapped in grace, keep no matter schemes that aim to derail you. Refuse melancholy, my voice will echo inside you, reminding you of belonging, combating with regular resolve, and giving you pleasantness until the purpose is reached. Your route isn't always ending, many miles remain filled with praise-filled nights and joyous mornings. Abundance waits just ahead, a time of renewal and favor is commencing earlier than you stand at the brink with your head's excessive gaze ahead. Heart anchored in reality, do not now look back at antique shadows. I've already reclaimed your past, I mind your gift and comfy your destiny. Victory is certain while you keep to my guarantees and pick out the wiser route. You are not like folks who retreat in worry or chase fleeting applause. You're set apart for an existence carried by using sincere prayer and carrier. Affirm this fact aloud or permit it settle inside. You are blessed. I'm preparing opportunities so sizable they will overflow your life and elevate your eyes and apprehend the breadth of opportunity before you live sturdily. Now not falling apart under strain, get hold of the right gifts with humility. Some pull away, believing themselves unworthy, however, do not now allow favor to pass you. Enhancing has cleared your record. Stand as usual to prevent condemning yourself for advance errors. Voices can also accuse, however. If I have forgiven you, their judgment holds no weight. Perhaps you sought forgiveness from those you harmed, and they withheld it from supplying it to me. I'm able to deal with their hearts with justice and mercy. If their bitterness remains, you might want distance even from close ties. They cling to the day prior to this harm, choosing delight over fact. Do no longer allow their gradual weight. Their negativity could weigh you down, tempting you to pick up guilt that does not belong to you. I need greater. You keep company and preserve returning to our meeting vicinity. I wait to bolster your spirit. You want sparkling energy for the demanding situations ahead each time you kneel. Surrendering the day I experience you again in that exchange of ordinary moments. Turn colorful, braveness replaces sorrow, and truth displaces doubt. Open your coronary heart, your private home, and your existence to the abundance I'm sending. Celebrate with the humans you adore as goodness pours into your days. Let go of the worrying mind that scours borrows relaxation and of lies that whisper defeat inside the dark. Relaxation, understanding that I maintain watch through each night and greet you with new mercy. Each morning peace will comply with confidence. Will grow daily. Hand every unresolved tension to me. I'm able to preserve it and work within it a long way better than you may lose. In that manner, you'll flow ahead without the drag of resentment. If reconciliation turns into a possibility, it'll come within the proper time. If no longer accepted as true, with that justice and mercy continue to be in my care. Either way, your freedom is subject to me, and bitterness have no region in your future. Walk unburdened if their sharpness is maintained. You may need to create space even from those once near when they decide upon pride to fact and stay rooted in the beyond. Your direction leads forward. Do not allow their refusal to change to tug you again into regret. Hold in the direction of freedom, wearing hope for them, but refusing to be trapped with the aid of their choices. I will continue operating of their lives live anchored in our time together. The assembly location between us is sacred. Do not overlook it whenever you pause and open yourself to sparkling energy. Flows. Sorrows shift to pleasure, doubt to readability, and weak point to resilience. Makes room for this trade day by day. It will steady your tempo and broaden your perspective. Invite the ones you adore to have a good time. The goodness that follows. Tension loses its grip when thankfulness grows. Release the annoying tales that steal peace and the deceit that repeats failure. At nighttime I am close to speaking calmly, supplying guidance, and promising transformation. You're by no means alone. I stroll with you, usually ready to lead you into an existence marked with the aid of hope, bravery, and constant joy. Rest now, knowing the next day will deliver new mile. Together we can meet it one calm step at a time. You've got my word. Permit every dawn reminds you that promises preserve that grace, that it is clean, and that the journey we proportion keeps with quiet electricity and unfolding possibility. For you share your burdens with me and let me deal with them for you. You're honestly no longer alone amid overwhelming thoughts. You may pay attention to doubt, or you may select the quiet assurance. I provided I have been by your side all along while you remember my guidance. Surprising help can find its way to you. You belong with me, and together we flow in the direction of regular, mild, in preference to shadow. I'm with you wherever you pass, and it's far from an accident that those phrases attain you currently. I have observed the marks left with the aid of hard reports and the harm due to others. I recognize the weight you deliver, and I need to provide comfort. Allow me to stand with you whilst you feel battered, and permit me to offer a secure area when you feel exposed. I am now not punishing you, and I maintain no anger toward you. I care about you without any conditions. Do not do it now. Hesitate to consider this. I am right here to help you locate your wish and to aid you while plans falter. Hold moving forward. Even if you feel an ache, even when tears threaten to fall, consider once more and lightly. Take small steps. With each step you'll grow more resilient and discover a deeper experience of calm. With the aid of day after day, you may note a shift in how you see things as my care reaches you in sudden ways, launching sadness, frustration, and thoughts of giving up permits me to carry the whispers that let you know you're nugatory, you clearly count more than you recognize, talk about your fears, and allow them to carry you to a place of quiet wherein melancholy loses its hold. This moment is now not an ending, but rather the start of something new and hopeful. Any force that tries to pull you away will now not be successful. Go back regularly to those words, allowing them to remind you that each normal day is threaded with quiet importance.